I have also anti-nausea medication. I've only had to take this twice. Once one day after surgery and once today. I felt really nauseous today for some reason. And this actually tastes good. You put it under your tongue and it tastes like candy, which makes sense because if you're already nauseous, like, why would you want something disgusting in your mouth? I think, also Tylenol is what I'm taking instead of oxycodone. I'm not allowed to take any aspirin type medications, so no ibuprofen or anything like that. Tylenol has been my best friend, but come on, it is not nearly as strong as oxycodone, so, and I can't take too many of these. It's once every 6 hours, so I'm just kind of like bearing with the pain for now. I mean, I'm almost 7 days post-op. It is not that bad. I can handle it. I'm a big girl. I've been surviving off of Powerade. I don't know if you guys have seen my photos I've been uploading. Powerade has been my best friend. I got bio oil and coconut oil for stretch marks, but I don't need to do that yet. And I don't need to do scar treatments yet, but that's coming in the future. What's the bra like to wear? So I'm going to take off my PJs, not fully, but for a sec. And I just want to show you guys what the bra looks like. So, and yes, I'm very bloated, so don't judge me too harshly, guys. So let me show you what I got going on. And don't worry, I'm not going to flash anyone, and if I do, I will edit it out. So this strap literally is a strap from hell. I'm telling you guys. It's like so awkward. It's like different lengths in different places, and it goes into my armpit and it leaves like rashes. So this is what pushes the implant down. This is my very cute surgery bra. Not. But I don't know if you guys can tell with the lighting. I'm just gonna undo this one thing. I don't know if you guys see how high my implant is. It's like literally up here, which boobs should not be up that high, but that's why I wear my strap. And again, with the textured gummy bear, they will stay up high for a pretty long time. My incision is actually through the nipple. Very commonly, it's the incision goes underneath the breast, but since I had absolutely no tissue, Dr. Salmi said that he was afraid that if you were to cut through my crease, that once my breast was settled, my incision might end up being on my boob. So I might have a boob with like a red line across, which, is that cute? No. And if you're lucky, if you actually have a crease, it's actually really nice to have a crease incision, because the crease will end up being right where your boob meets your skin and folds nicely, which is really cool. I have band-aids, well, not band-aids, but like strips on my nipples right now. A lot of girls have been asking me if I'm numb in my nipples. I'm not numb in my nipples at all. I have full feeling, and they actually kind of hurt because I can feel the nerve endings since you know, they cut through. Some nerves gets cut off. Sometimes mammary glands get cut off too, which through the nipple incision, one risk you're taking is you might not be able to breastfeed. So I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But I have full feeling in my nipples. They feel really tight. As you can see, they're really hard. And no, they're not going to stay this hard. They actually, the technology nowadays, like, you can't even tell that some girls have fake boobs nowadays, because the technology is absolutely amazing. Like, they will bounce, they will shake, they'll do everything that real boobs do, especially with the cohesive gummy bears. I don't want to fuss you guys anymore, but they are a little far apart right now, which is fine because my boobs were kind of far apart to begin with, my little A cups. I believe once my boobs settle, once they drop and fluff, because when you get implants under the muscle, after they swell, they actually get smaller initially. but then as they drop, they get bigger. So like they'll drop and basically expand right out of here, out of this pocket, which is pretty cool. I'm from the research that I've done and from seeing girls who started with my, sorry if my dog whines, Andy, everything's okay, good boy. He's a little lonely. My parents are in Costa Rica and it's just me, the sickie, taking care of him right now, at least, which is cool. I've seen girls who had my size to begin with, who have my exact implant size, and they ended up going up 2 or 3 cup sizes. I think I will be a C cup to a D cup in very rare cases, double D cups, which sounds huge, but to be honest, a lot of women in America especially aren't sized properly. So what you think looks like a double D in your head is actually more like an E or an F cup, as crazy as that sounds. A lot of women who you think would have, who you think look like have C cups, actually have D to double D cups, which is very interesting. I've learned a lot about boobs, and like I can talk about boobs forever now. I feel like I know so much. I should be a plastic surgeon. Risks to consider, again, depending where your incision is. If you go for saline, since saline comes not pre-filled, the surgeon is able to roll the saline implant into a tiny little swirl, and he's able to make a tinier incision, so you can get it through your armpit and even your belly button, and the incision is not even noticeable, so there's almost no risk involved in that. And there's also no muscle cutting involved if you do it through the armpit. I could be wrong on this. Remember, I'm not a plastic surgeon. Don't trust everything I say. Don't believe everything I say. It's just my own experience, my own research. If you do it through the nipple, again, you don't have any ugly scars if they are ugly. Some scars aren't noticeable at all, which is pretty cool. But only me and my significant other and whoever knows that I had ever had my boobs done will ever see my scar. It will be very light, and since it's on my areola, it's going to be barely visible, which I'm totally fine with. Risk to consider, though, is some surgeons may have cut off the connections between your mammary gland and the end of your nipple. So when it comes time to have kids and it's time to breastfeed, you may find that there's no milk coming out for that very reason. I don't plan on having kids for at least, 5 to 7 years. I plan on doing a lot of things before kids. That's just my personal life goals. I have nothing wrong with girls my age having kids. In fact, I have a lot of friends who are moms, who are wonderful moms, who are my age, which is great. It's just my own personal thing, my own personal belief. I think I would be a horrible mom right now, so I do not want to give up my life to a child before I'm ready. So we'll see about that. I mean, the implant is behind my muscle, so with that, there should be no problem breastfeeding at all. It's literally just the nipple incision. And I actually complimented my surgeon today. I was like, how the hell did you get an implant? Like, the implant is about like this big through an incision this big. Like, how did you do that? And and he laughed at me. He's like, it takes a bit of work. And my best friend's dad is actually a plastic surgeon, and I believe she witnessed a surgery once before, and she says, like, it's literally like stuffing a turkey on Thanksgiving. Like, you literally have to, like, jam it in there, which sounds brutal, but, I mean, you gotta get it in there somehow. First time going under. Sorry if this video is too long. I apologize, but I have so much to tell you guys, so if you're still listening, I truly appreciate it. First time going under, that was very scary, and I am so thankful. Well, first, when I met my anesthesiologist, he was a little odd. He was an older man. He wasn't like all friendly and smiley. He was just like, and it's surprising because usually, you know, when the doctor comes in, he introduces himself as like, "Hi, I'm Dr. Smith. You know, I will be your anesthesiologist. I will be your nurse." Well, nurses aren't doctors, but you know what I mean. Like, they introduce themselves, but he's just like, "Hi, I'm Jim." Jim, like, and he said his last name. And I was like, that's strange. And I think he was like in his 60s, and it kind of weirded. Ow, I just got a really bad pain in my nipple.